Welcome back to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is beef goulash. The ingredients you'll need are 2 steak fillets, 3 tomatoes, 2 onions, garlic, smoked paprika and hot paprika, salt and ground black pepper, and you also need white rice or Basmati. First step to do is to prep all your ingredients. I'm going to start off with the raw meat. So first step, we're going to prep our steaks. You first want to slice them into about 4 pieces. And then you want to turn them around and you want to chop them into small, medium chunks. But always remember to move your fingers. We want decent size but not too big. So once you have diced all your meat, your beef, you want to get a little mixing bowl and you want to place it all in. Then you're going to do your other piece of steak into the same size. And then before we start frying them, we're going to season them with some ground black pepper and a bit of sea salt. Now you're just going to season your meat. So you're just going to put a bit of salt on and also a bit of ground black pepper. And then you want to give these a good coat in. Just get a little bit more salt. And a little bit more ground black pepper. And then what we're going to do is just going to let these marinate in the salt and pepper while you prep your other ingredients, and then you will fry these first. Next step, you're going to prep your tomatoes. You're first going to chop them down the middle, and then you're going to slice them. And then you just want to dice them into little pieces. You do the same with this one. So what we're doing is we're slicing them and then dicing them, not too into small, medium pieces. And always be careful with your fingers. And then what we do is we get a bowl and we place them in. And I'll show you again how I did that. And then what we do is when we have cooked our meat and onions and garlic, we add in the tomatoes, and all the juices from the tomatoes and the pips will start making our sauce. So I'll show you again how I did that. You first chop down the middle. If you've got a big tomato, you just slice it one more time. Keep them all together. And we'll get all the juice in a minute. So don't worry about all the juice being on the chopping board. So once you've done it nice and like that, you pick it all up And you finish off doing your tomatoes. Next step, you're going to get the garlic bulb and you want to break some garlic off. You want to get about 3 cloves. So what you do is you just snap them off. And you first want to chop the ends off. And peel all the skin. Peel my other garlic, show you how I did that. So you first chop your ends off. So next step, after when you have chopped your ends and peeled your garlic, you first want to place your knife on the top and press it down. And you just want to finely slice it. Into little pieces. And then you chop it the other way. And then you want to carefully place it all in a bowl. Next step, we're going to prep our onions. You're first going to chop the ends off. I like to flatten it so it's more easy to chop. And you chop off the other ends. And you peel 2 layers of the skin off. You do the same with your other onion. So what you want to do after you have prepped your onions, chop the ends off and peel them. You want to slice them. Finely slice. Then turn them around. And you just want to chop them into 4 pieces. If any haven't chopped fully through, just go through them again with your knife. I'll show you again how I did that. So we're just slicing them. And the onions will also make our sauce with all the water. So you need a lot of onion. So I'm using 2 onions, just finely chopped. You just go through the knife. If you've got any big bits. They don't want them to be too small, but not too big. And then you're going to place them in the bowl with your garlic. And you'll do your other onion. Next step, you're going to switch on your hob. And you want to set it to high. You want to get a big pan and place it on your ring. Give it a minute or two to heat up. Then we'll first start frying the onion and garlic. You first want to add in your onions and garlic to the pan. Get all the garlic out. And you want to give these a good toss, so they start to sweat and go nice and soft. And get some flavour on them, you'll be able to smell them. These will be our base for our Hungarian beef goulash. And the onions will make a bit of a sauce when they bring out a lot of water and flavour. So just giving them a little toss so they go nice and brown and soft. Now you want to add in your steak pieces into your onion and garlic so they get a nice coat into your onions and garlic. Just break them up using a wooden spoon and then give them a good toss in. And all the water from the meat too will give flavour. It might look like a short recipe, but we're going to, when we've added in our spices and tomatoes and seasoning, we're going to add in some water, hot water, so we can cook and boil. And you just want to keep an eye on it. It will take an hour so your meat goes nice and soft and tender. Now you want to add in a good pinch of paprika and a little pinch of smoked paprika. You first just want to give them a good toss in with all your onions, garlic and meat, so they get a nice coating. Then you add in your tomatoes and some seasoning in a minute and some water. And that will make your tomato like a tomato sauce for your Hungarian beef goulash. So you just want to get all the way around the pan. Now I'm going to add in the tomatoes, and you want to give them a good stir all the way around the pan. They will go nice and soft when you start to cook them. And any little spices what I've stuck, any paprika or smoked paprika what I've stuck to the bottom, you're going to get them up, and you just want to give them a good stir in. Don't forget to get all the way around the pan. Then we're going to serve this with some, I'm going to serve it with some Basmati rice, but you could also serve it with white rice or brown. It's up to you. Now you just want to add a little bit of seasoning. You add first a pinch of salt. And you also want to add in some ground black pepper. give this a bit of a stir. Now you want to add in some water. Start off with half. And give it a good stir. So everything comes off the pan, bottom of the pan. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let this just cook on high. So the meat cooks and goes nice and soft. And you don't want too much of the sauce. So you just want to get rid of a little bit of the liquid. But you want enough so it doesn't burn at the bottom of the pan. And all your spice, your paprika and smoked paprika, salt and pepper have nicely been coated in. And they're not stuck at the bottom of the pan. So you want it just to simmer between half an hour and 50 minutes. So you just want to keep an eye on it and keep stirring it the odd occasion. And when it starts to get a bit dry, you just keep adding in some more water, and then you will cook your rice about 10 minutes before your meat is nice and tender, because your rice won't take that long. And then I will show you how to serve it up. As you can see, I've got some hot water with my basmati rice. I'm going to put it on the hob. And you want to put it on high so it starts to cook. And you can see we've got our beef goulash nicely cooking here. I've just hurried it up a little bit because the beef just needed a bit more longer. And our sauce is nicely thickening up. Won't need to add any more water, but if you like it really saucy with loads of sauce, you can put in more water. So this is what it should look like when your beef goulash is done. I got my rice in a nice layer, and then I got all my beef and tomato sauce next to it. I hope you like making my Hungarian beef goulash. Don't forget to hit the like button, share to all your friends, hit that subscribe button where you can see all my latest recipes, and thank you. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. More videos coming soon.